sure George is going to be here quick. Well, here's hoping some good luck for you. All right, so starting a little late, so let's just get right to it. We are back with case number 2 for our next generation Inscriptions snake group break. Had to fix my doorbell real quick. So the first case was decent. I mean, we didn't get any monsters. So we'll see if we do a little bit better with case number 2. And we'll see if we have the same. I always wonder when you open up a lot of cases if the format on how the packs are laid out is the same. So it had gone that the first row, or since they're flipped, it'd be the row on the left if they're right out of the box, had most of the inserts and one autograph. And I think it was always non-inscription. And then the row that would be on the right had the other autographs and a couple of the inscriptions. Or excuse me, a couple of the inserts. And my daughter, who is literally sitting 6 feet from me, decided to say hi. So as long as nobody outbids me when it gets to the end, somebody has a case up for auction of this. PC 49 on the die cut. What are the odds on the relic? Hold on, I've got the checklist up. Let's see. So the stamps are, what does that come out to? About 3.5 cases for a stamp. And relic is just to be determined. I want the relics. I'm sure it's already somewhere, but so 7,200. So it's 600 cases. So it's one in every 6 cases, roughly. If the relic's numbered out of 100. I mean, figure they held some back, and there probably is a little bit less than 600 cases for, quality control. So you got to be roughly one in every 5.5 cases. I don't know. The only issue with having relics that rare is they've done so many Star Trek relics over the years. What's so special about it? That even though it's rare, it's not really. No. Autograph from the first row. Sashi Parker. Come on. There we go. Um, let's see. Legends. Just because I'm not sure what you're referring to, is that one of the inscriptions? Oh, individual autograph. Well, it's EL, so um, I think they stopped listing it at the top. Right? No, EL's 1 to 200. So at best, it should be equal to the relic. Otherwise, they would have called it scarce. And they're usually pretty upfront, with the different levels of cards. Well, I know in our case last night, um, in any of the non-inscriptions, I don't think we had anybody. Again, I didn't cross-reference into rarity, but just I think they were all pretty much, fillers. Steve did post on the Rittenhouse um, forum that apparently they got it back late, that there was a LaForge. Oh, speaking of that, here's Infinite Possibilities LaForge silver signature that I guess they were going to put it in here, but they got it back too late. So now that's going to be in some upcoming release. Was the stamp card just a little bit thicker? Trying to think the ones that the last stamp cards that I guess would have been out of, was that Inflections, Game of Thrones Inflections that had the stamps, and they were only a little bit thicker. All right, Rudolph Wilrich. So like not even 100-point card, probably like was it 78 I think. All right, we have Ursuline Bryant, Star Trek TNG. Okay, like the Infinite Possibilities. Susan Gibney, You're Good. Okay, yeah, that's even thinner. Got a feel for the soft sleeve for the sketch. Marco Rodriguez, he was in the first case. And after I'm done with this break, I'll thank Zathras, Adrian. He made a list of the autographs, so I won't have to go scouring through the autograph list. PC 46. So I'll copy that over. I'll get started on the scans. Should have everything up tomorrow night when I get, my daughter has volleyball on Tuesday night, so when I get home from that, I'll finish it all up. I'm surprised, and I know you had posted about thinking that they'll probably do a part two, but Rittenhouse is usually so good about, they think so far ahead in, their sets. But they had autographs from Whoopi Goldberg in Inflections. Since she was the bartender with all the advice. Boy, if they got her to do Inscriptions, there'd be a million of them. Sorry. I thought it was like a mosquito, and I saw it was a spider. Where'd it go? I actually don't know where it went. Oh, it's not even moving. Oh, sorry. I gotta mute this for a second. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear my daughter in the background. I had her sorting cards for me, and a spider dropped from the ceiling on the cards. No, it was on my arm. Okay, I'm back. Boy, Will Wheaton gets no love, does he? Ben Vereen. There's a data, infinite possibilities. Lower deck. Did we get shorted an autograph? Now, I'm pretty sure, and George, you can confirm this, that wasn't there some weird stuff going on in Steve's cases where there'd be one box with short an autograph and then there'd be another box with an extra autograph? I could have sworn I saw somebody say something about that. But yeah, definitely. Alright, we're definitely short an autograph. Just in case, I'm going to write this down. I mean, it's probably not worth it to hold up the draft for it, but case 2, 18-minute mark. And that's box 2. Short and auto. And we have one non-inscription and 2 inscriptions, so it could be either or. Alright, Eric Menyuk, the Traveler, Curiosity. And Robin Curtis. T'Pol is my real name. Maybe, not sure. That one I just turned sideways. I can't tell if that's the sketch or not. Kind of feels like it, but then it just kind of feels like there's some extra air in the wrapper. Well, if we end up being short an autograph out of the break, just because I'm pretty sure I didn't account for the sketch in my breakdown, so I think we're not going to be short any. Let me check here. Yeah, so we're okay anyway. But what I'll do is I'll put in the missing hit request, and then when they send it to me, we'll just random it off to everybody in the break, and somebody will get it as a bonus. I haven't had very many, you know, QC issues with Rittenhouse. Vladimir Velasco. So I know they will definitely make up for what they're missing, but I don't think I've ever the 4 or 5 times over the years that I've had an issue. I don't think they send you any top tier things as replacements. I wasn't counting any of the inserts when I was going through the first case. I guess I'll find out when I list them all. All right. Yeah, it was just the wrapper. Laser cut 57. Did anybody check the contents of the archive box? Besides the printing plates, was there any version of an autograph? Archive exclusive? I'll check it real quick. No. I would have thought they would have done one, you know, uh, one special one. I mean, they did that with Doctor Who. Well, I think you get one random. I'm trying to think, when we did the original series, I think you got a full base set, and then there might have been just some random extras, just to fill the packs. Okay, Daniel Riordan. Yeah, that just means that there's no, like, you're not going to get the entire base set with all the variations. So it's just, whatever you get, you get. You'll just get one of each. Susie Plaxon, Ayler, I don't know how to pronounce that. Because that's what they did with the original series. And here's a long one. Brian Brophy. I am going to disassemble data. JM, I'm not sure if you said it or not. Did the stamps come in a soft sleeve? Okay. Right, yeah. Well, we had gotten, well, the sketches are one per case, so I knew that the sketch did. Just, I feel a soft sleeve here. I didn't know, last night, I did not know the odds on the stamps, that they were, one in almost four cases. Laser cut 59. Hmm. I was always curious if case number one, like if that's one that they open, or I'm not sure the lowest case numbers I've ever seen. But that's kind of, they didn't always number the cases. They used to hand number them before they started doing the sticker. Timothy Carhart. Not yet, Russell. We did end up, we're short an autograph, though. I'll save that pack for last, since that's something. Russell, your cards are on your way to your buddy. I can't believe how long it's been. I've had some of those cards for 2 years. I think it said 3 days, so they should have them Thursday or Friday. Well, you had a card from 2018. Was it 18? Masterworks. I think it was a Billy D. Williams. Um, you had a medallion from, might have been, I think it was from Last Jedi. The Avengers Endgame, you had that pack draft that I had done, so you had 6 packs out of that. Okay, George, before I open this all the way, do you want a sketch or a stamp? What are you hoping for? Mark Buckland, Jennifer Hetrick, I'm flattered. And good old Christopher McDonald. Hey, you never know. Out of open up a fresh pack. All right, let's see what we got. We have sketch, and it is not signed on the back, which is usually an indication of cover. Nope. Wow, this has got a lot of good detail. Brent Ragland. It's a nice sketch. Let me make sure I get it to focus good so you can see the. Come on, see the detail on it. There it goes. Oh, there's our case topper. I wonder if they're. Oh, you know what? When you got your, well, the cases that had the stamps, you'd also get a sketch. So since they're additional hits, so there's a chance of getting both. We're not even halfway through. Shelley Desai. DC 56 on the laser cut. Alright, it's getting a little too quiet here. Question. When it comes to non-sport, is there anything that an actor can do outside of, whatever their character is that made them famous that would really affect the value of their prices negatively? So I know first one would be Meghan Markle. Her autograph went up tenfold. I'm not sure where it's at now. If it came back down any, went up even more, leveled off. Whether it be somebody gets in trouble, like Ezra Miller, or has unpopular, political views. Jimmy Ortega. His card was, yeah, Ezra signed in the DC. Why am I drawing a blank on what they called it? It wasn't just DC CZX. But the set they put out a few years ago, where they got him to sign, they got Momoa to sign, they got Gal Gadot to sign, they got Ben Affleck to sign, they got Henry Cavill to sign. And his was more rare than Momoa's. Momoa's, I think, was the most common out of the main signers. Oh, it was Heroes and Villains. That's what it was called. Okay, we have Natalia Nogalich, and she's got Admiral Nechayev. Come on. There we go. And Hallie Todd. He's biting that female. That's a good one. All right, I'm going to check that one real quick. 25 to 50. I'm not saying one way or the other, but just thinking with this, with Whoopi Goldberg, if her political views that she spouts on The View are not popular. Did Bill Cosby ever sign for anything? Maybe one of the older sets. John Demita. Die cut 43. Yeah, I wonder. I just I'm just trying to think off. Like I said, Markle was the obvious one to me, and just opening these, thinking about Whoopi. All right, this one's got a bent corner. Put him off to the side. Yeah, I feel like his cards, for as rare as they were, didn't go nearly as high enough as they should have. But he was never really well received. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but I'm not sure who else they could have picked at the time. I know when I keep reading all the articles about how, well, yeah, that's true. I know I read a lot of people said that they should let Grant Gustin do it. Oh, that's why I'm mentioning him, because I mean he apparently his personal life is a complete mess. I mean they said they're going to release this his movie, but that he's not supposed to ever play Flash again. He's one and done. But now Nichelle Nichols, she signed so much. Was there much of a spike in her price, over the last week or so? Well, when they canceled Flash, I don't think. Well, at least they made it sound like that it was a surprise that they're just shortening this last season to uh, however many episodes they normally show. They were down to I think a normal season length like 13 episodes. I still watched it even if I'm not really into a show anymore. I just keep watching it, figuring some good things will happen every now and again. Kind of like I still watch Saturday Night Live because I'm like, eventually there'll be a funny skit again. I can't believe people watch Superman and Lois. I tried watching that one. I couldn't get into it at all. And I think they were saying that like that one, they don't really consider that to be part of the Arrowverse. Same thing with Stargirl. I mean, that's still on, but that's not really has anything to do with the Arrowverse. Okay, we'll go with Julian D. Christopher. Melinda Kalia or Kulia, Star Trek TNG. And our good old Olivia D'Abo, I Am Q. That's a pretty good synopsis, Russell. And I'm going to do that. You know what? Never watched it. Tim Lunabos. I'm not sure if you were watching last night, Russell, but I was saying I got to watch the last Spider-Man movie. Then I'm on to The Boys and Good Omens. And if anybody's into cartoons, or I'm sorry, anime, actually I just recently started rewatching. I was so far behind, Russell. My son actually bought the DVD for me, but at this point I'll just watch it on Disney. PC 50 on the laser cut. When I went to the National, um, I was talking the guy, the rep from GTS. I don't know exactly how his relationship is with crypto, but he helps them out a lot. He sets up at the Philly show. So I was talking with him, and he wouldn't tell me specifics, but he said that they put out um, like requests to a dozen different licenses, and most of the times they either don't get a response at all, or um, the studios, they say it's not worth their time. And I said to him, I was like, there is no way that they did not send a letter out to for the boys. And he just kind of said, "Oh, there's no way that they didn't do that," but it was either a no response or a no. But that's obviously the perfect. I mean, that's the perfect license, for a card set. Not sure if anybody watches anime, but I was gonna say is I started rewatching Bleach. If anybody is into any of those kind of shows, and my daughter and I are watching Yu Yu Hakusho, but you have to pay to get the dubbed version, so we're watching it with subtitles. So that's going a little slow. See, now that's something I never understood is card sets for some of those types of shows. They do they do gaming cards for all of them, and they apparently do really well. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they don't do a regular card set. I mean, they're perfect for sketches. I mean, the images are so cool in a lot of these shows. Okay, we have Evelyn Guerrero. Michelle Scarabelli. I Kissed Data. And Carol Struyken. Uh, is it Loxana? I don't know. Mrs. Troy's valet. And then pretty sure I feel another soft sleeve in here. So whoever's got pick number 2. 43 of 125. Troy. All right, now we need our bridge crew. Need our better autographs. I don't know what those are, Russell. Is that a foreign release? I just want a release that's not preemptively jacked up through the roof price-wise. I mean, look what's happening with Finest right now. And then I have a feeling that not many people are going after chrome black. Time Winters. We're definitely getting a lot of the same filler autographs from the first case. I'm in a Facebook group where they do a lot of the guy who hosts it. He sells a lot of gaming cards, and that's what I was looking at the Dragon Ball cards. I mean, they're beautiful cards. I can't I don't know I don't know why I just can't get into gaming cards. But some of the rare cards, I mean, they're right out of the pack, $2,000 for a game card. Laser cut 45. Are you talking about Finest? The one thing looking at that chrome black, that I don't know, the set really reminds me of, I think it's 2018 Finest. That's what the base cards look like. But that's more expensive than the Sapphire that's out right now. You know, I was looking at that Sapphire, and the only thing I can equate it to is the Garbage Pail Kid Sapphire. I think it's obviously it's Star Wars, so it's a bigger market. I'm just so many people, you know, I mean, they robbed the site. It's just, a lot of people were not able to get a single box, because, you know, people out there were able to get 200 boxes, 300 boxes. That's not right. But it's funny reading the thread about it on Blowout, because, I mean, the people that are pumping it versus the people that are, you know, crapping on it, it's hilarious. Once the big Onyx are hit, I would think it's going to go down some, and then it's just going to be like Garbage Pail Kid Sapphire. All the big cards were hit, as far as I know, and you're down to just people are just basically collecting the boxes as the box. I mean, nobody's going to open it at $1,200 a box. It's not worth it. You'll never get close to your money back. Okay, we start with Carolyn Allport. I need you to find out. Then we have J.C. Brandy, Star Trek TNG. Oops, sorry. And then we finish. I want to look this. Let's see. Did we get lucky on rarity? All of hers are the same, so that's good. Marina Sirtis, Mother. Focus. There we go. And I agree with you. It has to be. I mean, to be what is that, the Montgomery Club? To be the first ones to get those boxes. There's not much sports-wise, or excuse me, non-sports-wise, to make it worth it to buy, to buy anything or be a member. So they're probably the ones that did it. And also, if you're reading that thread, I mean, the people that are posting, I don't recognize most of the names. So, I'm sorry, you can't tell me you're a member of the forum, been a lifelong Star Wars fan, and I've never seen you post in any other Star Wars thread. Or at least, somehow I missed you every single time. Jerry Rector, Alien #1. Was he also Alien #2? I feel like it was the same person. We got Alien #2 last night. PC 52 on the laser cut. possibilities. What was that one Star Wars thing that everybody was opening? Some European version of something that had a lot of big autograph signers in it. But I think you only got 2 or 3 autographs in a case. Uh, no, I don't think it was that one, Russell. It's on Blowout site right now. It was something else. Not. It was called something like European Perspectives, though. Hey, don't ruin it. Kerry Keene. What I want is to go home. It's not the one you wanted, though. I know that, George. Bob Gunn. I did what had to be done. And yes, we got Q. Let's see. All good things. Let's look him up. 25 to 50. Oh, he's got the same no matter what. All of his are the same quantity. Now, will he mean we're not going to get a Yar? I mean, I know that's not Bridge, but he's still one of the better characters to get. I'm sorry. It's killing me now. It was Star Perspectives Euro Edition. That's what I was trying to. The specific brand I was trying to think of. Definitely a lot of the same. Dick Miller. Yeah, so they've all been about the same. It goes, I mean, I'm working from the bottom. It goes autograph, then it goes 2 of the lower deck inserts. laser cut PC54. Yeah, they've definitely been shying away from a basic reward card. I know I keep forgetting to put in my order. I think I have enough points. So they're from the Doctor Who. I think it was an extra one of the metal, the Space for All cards, and that was 1,500 points, I think. Alan Scarf, or Scarfy. Susan Diol will help us. Yeah, well, George, didn't you show us a picture of like it looked like 100,000 points worth of wrappers? And Clyde Kusatsu, um, Momora, or Tujiro? I made a second account that I submitted points under. Well, don't forget, you can't submit more than it's either 2 or 3 cases of any one individual product at a time. I know I was swapping with people. Because there weren't any left that I wanted, and then I didn't feel like waiting for just the new ones to show up that I'd want. Kim Braden. I just have to actually order whatever I'm going to get. I was trying to follow some of the, how they were selling. PC 53. All right, will there be a Yar in these packs, or will it be in the last box? It was in the last box last time. That's a new one. Robert O'Reilly. Matt McCoy, Supreme Negotiator? Not sure what this one. Yep, Supreme Negotiator. And Elizabeth Dennehy, The Best of Both Worlds. Any relation to Brian? Oh, well, there you go. Last box. Any guesses on the other autographs? Or if you want to go with not Yar? I believe it's this pack as our first autograph. I think this is a new one. Michael Rothar. And he was in the first case. You know, just to be different, I'm going with a data autograph. PC 48. Hey, you know what? Let's go with Ashley Judd too. Let's end with a Nice box. Let's see. This might be an autograph. All right. That's definitely not one of the ones we were talking about. Just switching because this will be the lower deck character card. That other one's going to be an autograph. And I think the top pack was not an autograph. Looks like we were all wrong. Oh, almost all wrong. All right, we have Leonard John Crowfoot. Carolyn Seymour. Commander Torith. And we end with our closing sentence here. Daniel Davis, Professor Moriarty, holographically yours. That's kind of appropriate. So we did not get a Yar. I think that Q might have offset the second bridge. Oops. Okay, quick recap. So we did get a stamp of Counselor Troy. These are numbered out of 125. Brent Ragland sketch. We'll do Rudolph Wilrich, Daniel Riordan, Mark Buckland, John Demita, Julian Christopher, Leonard John Crowfoot. Sashi Parker, Marco Rodriguez, Ben Vereen, Vladimir Velasco, Timothy Carhart, Shelley Desai, Jimmy Ortega, Tim Lunabas, Elvin Guerrero, Time Winters, Jerry Rector, Dick Miller, Alan Scarf, Kim Braden, Robert O'Reilly, Michael Rothar. Inscriptions. Ursuline Bryant, Susan Gibney, Eric Menyuk, Robin Curtis, Susie Plaxon, Brian Brophy, Jennifer Hetrick, Natalia Nogalich, Haley Todd, Melinda Coolia, Olivia D'Abo, Michelle Scarabelli, Carol Stroiken, Carolyn Allport, J.C. Brandy, Kerry Keene, Bob Gunton, Susan Dial, Clyde Kusatsu, Matt McCoy, Elizabeth Dennehy. I was saying Dennehy instead of Dennehy. I'm sorry. Carolyn Seymour. And then we go Christopher McDonald, Daniel Davis, John Delancey, and Marina Sirtis. So being that we got the stamp and the Sirtis and the Lancey, I'd say case 2 was a little bit better than case 1 with the extra hit with the stamp. I'm going to get started on my scans. I should have everything up tomorrow night. Top couple of picks, you probably already know what you want, so you don't have to wait for the scans. And that should be about it. So come join the Facebook group, I Fish 73 Non-Sport Group Breaks. There's a break of Star Wars Finest on there. We are, I think, like 2/3 of the way done. I think there's only 5 spots left. Have the same break. Actually, the one on Facebook's a snake draft. The one on Blowout's a regular hit draft. I'm not sure how far along that one is. And that's really about it for right now. So thanks for watching. And if there's anything you're interested in seeing me break, shoot me a message on here on Blowout on Facebook. I do respond. Might take me a couple days to get back to you, but I will. Thanks for watching. See you on the next break.